Today's episode of Unbox Therapy is brought to you by Case, the thinnest, coolest case for your new iPhone 12 or 12 Pro. And of course, the new Gorilla Glass screen protector from Case. I will link both of these down in the description. You should go check them out if you're picking up an iPhone 12. Today is a little bit of a throwback. My goodness, it feels like many years ago. I was sat at a table kind of like this. What's up guys, Lou here, back with another video. And then I filmed a little video about an iPhone 6. iPhone 6 Plus bend test. In which I picked it up and bent it with my hands, and then, well, a number of people watched that video, and I guess it kind of made a little bit of an impact. Now, since then, I sort of backed off the bend test idea. Others have assumed the role. But this release, the iPhone 12, has been met with new curiosity in the department of durability. And I've seen some tweets getting tossed around regarding the ceramic coating on the front of these models, and some other tweets questioning the durability of the stainless steel frame on certain colors of the Pro model. So it's just, since it's an all new design, it makes sense that people have questions about long-term durability. It makes sense that people are curious. Now, the other reason that we're here is because these are impossibly thin phones. It's what makes them so cool. It's what makes them feel so different in your hands. They're just really, really thin. Now, I have two models in front of me. I have the Pro model and the regular model. And the reason I've got two of them is because the construction is different. And there's quite a key difference, actually. The frame, the structure of each of these is made of a different material. So on the Pro side, we have surgical grade stainless steel acting as the backbone for the device. And then over on the non-Pro side, the standard iPhone 12, we have an aluminum frame, which it tends to be slightly softer. The whole thing feels lighter and probably will be a little bit easier to bend out of the two. Now, a little bit of flexibility is not necessarily a bad thing. I've seen a couple of tweets. Actually, one tweet comes to mind from Max Weinbach. His camera module on the back of his iPhone 12 Pro actually cracked, putting it down on the table. Now, I realize there's a lot of these devices out there, and you hit a certain number, you're dealing with glass, it can crack, it can scratch. Sometimes it just goes that way, but the reason I'm bringing it up is because when you have a more rigid design, a more rigid material like stainless steel, then maybe you have a slightly higher tension. I don't know. I'm just putting that out there as a possibility for when you place it on the table. However, once you put a case on it, particularly a case with coverage on the camera department, you'll probably be okay with that. All right, so the reason I have this stack over here is I also want to remind you that I did an unboxing video of every single color of the iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro. And yes, I've got a bunch of extras, so make sure to subscribe for an eventual giveaway of the new iPhone 12 and 12 Pro. All right, so first things first, I think I want to start with this one. I have selected the red model of the regular iPhone 12, and this actually is a bit of a controversial color as well, because people are saying it doesn't really look like product red. Anyway, this is their red one, and I just want to show you guys, it's the same one from the unboxing video, and the cable is not even undone here, and really the only thing that happened, it's been powered up, and the sticker from the screen has been taken off. I'm going to show you guys in a moment here that it is a fully functioning regular iPhone 12. There you go, we have the setup screen, it says hello, so it's a fully working device. And I'm gonna go ahead this time around, because this device is glass on the front and the back, I'm gonna go ahead and put some gloves on. These are, look at that, that's the Premium Defense A4 cut resistant glove. So that should be enough. I don't know. We'll find out. Now, any phone, for the record, you try hard enough, you can bend pretty much any phone. But the question is, just how hard is it to bend? And the curiosity for me is around the different materials in use and the difference between the Pro model and the non-Pro model when it comes to durability. This is a crazy thin aluminum device. Aluminum's a fairly soft metal, at least the frame. The glass is probably acting as more of the structural base here. Anyway, so screen's turned on. I'm gonna turn this to the side right here. Hopefully you guys have a decent visual. And let's go ahead and start to apply some pressure here. Wow. For the record, I haven't done bend tests in a long time, but that is sufficient pressure in my mind. I don't even think I have a bend on there yet. Now, I could probably, this way, I could probably do it. Let's see. Oh! Wow. Wow. My goodness.
Do you have anything on it right now?
No, I don't have it bent at all. Maybe the tiniest shred.
Can you show?
This is aluminum. This is a light phone. It goes to show you the development that Apple has done, which is so much different than the last time around. I mean, I was there with the iPhone 6. I honestly, if it didn't bend easily, I wouldn't have even had a video. I wasn't going in there with the iPhone 6 Plus thinking, oh, I'm going to do this real easy. It had come, the initial inclination for that video had come from a report from my cousin who had bent the phone in his pocket when he was snowboarding. And I was like, no way, when it was brand new. That aluminum was so much softer, and obviously, no. In regular use, this thing is not going to bend on you. That is incredible from Apple. Now let's put it this way and just check. This is how you would check for a bend, because you would have a gap on one edge. Nothing. Wow. Well, I might as well pull out the Pro model. I thought I was going to have to replace this thing because I want to have one of each. I was like, I'm going to have to go find another red one to keep the collection together. But that is really promising. That's real! I'm the same guy who easily bent the 6. Okay, I have a bit. Do I have a bit?
Where am I even looking there?
No, I don't even have a bit. I don't even have a bit. Apple, wow! Holy smokes. You done did it. I fully expected, when I saw how thin this was, I felt the aluminum. I fully expected, but it goes to show you the glass from a structural perspective, as opposed to that sheet of aluminum they were using in the old days. It's a huge improvement. Is there any need for me to even look at the Pro model? Look, you can sit on the thing. I could use some contraption to bend it, but this is coming from a guy with a history in this thing, the 6 and 6S. Maybe I gave up doing it around the 7. I do not believe this is in the realm of possibility that on regular everyday use, based on the amount of force I apply to it, that it's going to be an issue for you having this thing bend as thin as it happens to be. I mean, Apple has they definitely put some focus into the structural rigidity of this thing, even on the aluminum non-Pro model, which is still flat, and I'm telling you, I'm really reaming on that. Okay, this is the Pro model, surgical grade stainless steel supposedly, which I would believe would be stronger than the aluminum, but who knows? I mean, there's probably other structural decisions that exist in here. I don't know the difference. Anyway, so on this model, we'll see how the glass holds up as well. So I'm going to go ahead and let's just boot this one up. Make sure we showcase that it is a working model, fresh out the box from the unboxing video, unboxing every single iPhone 12.
Do you have any damage on that red?
No.
There's not a speck of damage on that red.
That red is not damaged at all. I mean, I could hear, you know, a little bit of squeakiness to it, but there's no damage on that. Absolutely not. And you have to remember, with the original bend test, it's important to note the issues that people eventually had with the iPhone 6 were not that the device was cracking in their pocket, although that did happen to some people, but it was more that that small shift in the rigidity of the device changed the way in which the display, the digitizer, was receiving inputs. So you had something called touch disease that developed eventually so that your inputs were busted. And that's the thing that affected far more people, and Apple had a court case about it and everything else. So anyway, here we go. It's the Pro model, stainless steel, fully functional, and we'll give it the same go. Oh, I heard a little more there. Oh, baby. This one sounds worse. It's a little creakiness to it. Oh. Nah. No way. Nope. They did it. They got it, man. This is a solid piece of engineering. I gotta say it when it's true. I gotta say it. And as much as I had expected, that given the thin design, at least on the regular model, that I would just take these gloves and just kablamo. No, that's not what happened at all. This is a major win for Apple. It's a major win for people who want to have a thin phone that happens to be strong. Now, there are other considerations. Remember what I was saying about scratches, particularly on the screen, even with that ceramic shield. But those things are easy enough to mitigate. You can just put a screen protector on there or a case. And that's why I keep suggesting later case. You could check it out in the description. But you're probably okay with a thin case because at least when it comes to flexibility, if this thing's in your pocket, if you happen to sit on it, something like that, I don't imagine these are going to be easy to break. So congrats to Apple, and I guess congrats to you if you pick one of these up. You could be a little bit less apprehensive. This is a solid device.